Klopp has found his new Bellingham. Transfer targets are increasing in Liverpool and the work has accelerated as the season ends. It's only a matter of time before Alexis Mac Allister joins Liverpool. However, the club is aiming to make at least 3 midfield transfers this summer. It was discussed that the transfer of one of the candidates, Mason Mount, was difficult. It is reported that the British star's preference is Manchester United instead of Liverpool. However, of course, there is no definite information and this may be a transfer speculation. The Reds continue to be interested in alternative midfield choices, just in case. Interest in Bayern Munich star Ryan Gravenberch, the other name on the list, has increased even more. It has also been reported that Liverpool target Ryan Gravenberch is keen to sign at Anfield this summer and the Dutchman could be an ideal alternative to Jude Bellingham in Jürgen Klopp's midfield. According to reports from Spain, the former Ajax man is unhappy with his playing time after being transferred from the Dutch Giants last summer. He made only 2 starts to his name in the Bundesliga. Things did not change under Thomas Tuchel either. The 21-year-old, whom Klopp thinks could be an important part of the midfield revolution, is said to have recently met with the management team at the Allianz Arena to transfer to Anfield ahead of the 2023-2024 campaign. Understandably, this put the Reds on pole to seal a signature that might be a bargain price. A report from Football Transfers last month suggested that despite Die Roten's willingness to retain the talented youngster, a €40 million offer may be enough to lure him in the upcoming window. So would Gravenberch be a good signature? While Gravenberch's playing time at Bayern wasn't much, his performance at Ajax was quite impressive. After his excellent performances here, he found himself recognized as one of the best young midfielders in Europe. In his last season at the club, he had 2 goals and 5 assists in 30 Eredivisie games. He received an average score of 7.3 from who scored for his performances during that period. Midfield reinforcements are vital for Klopp this summer should Liverpool vie for the title again next season, especially with James Milner, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain and Naby Keita leaving on free transfers. A youngster like Gravenberch could be ideal at Anfield. Because Klopp is trying to build a team for the future. The Dutch player has the impressive physicality and championship winning experience that names like Harvey Elliott and Fabio Carvalho unquestionably have. Technically, in his best days at Juventus, I would say he's a better version of Pogba in terms of technique and presence on the pitch. He's very dominant like Pogba and that's what I've seen in Ryan, said former coach Brian Tevreden. So could Gravenberch be an ideal Bellingham alternative? Liverpool was once touted as a potential target for the star of Borussia Dortmund. But Real Madrid's intense interest, combined with the Reds' failure to qualify for the Champions League, means a move is no longer on the cards. The end of interest in Bellingham has upset many Liverpool fans. However, conditions were not favourable. Now Klopp is looking for his alternative, and with Gravenberch's age and relatively cheap price tag, he could take on the role. FBref suggests England national team player Bellingham is the 3rd most similar to Gravenberch when compared to other midfielders in Europe's top leagues. If we compare the Dutch national players' statistics from last season with Bellingham's statistics in the 2022-2023 season, they recorded extremely similar numbers in terms of passes into the penalty area, aerial duels won and assists expected. Gravenberch is clearly a physical ball carrier with great potential. This was a feature that Liverpool felt so much lacking this season. While Gravenberch is not Liverpool's first choice in midfield, the Dutchman is clearly willing to move away from Munich and could be a great alternative to Bellingham for Klopp this summer. Pep Guardiola helped Liverpool earn £119 million. Expectations from Liverpool at the beginning of the season, of course, were to compete with Manchester City at the top. In addition, Klopp, who was eliminated by Real Madrid in the Champions League final last season, said, "We will be in the final next year," after the match. While the fight was expected to the end in both lanes, things turned upside down. Liverpool made a shocking start to the season, and many injuries that followed destabilized the team. Despite performing quite well in the Champions League group stage, they were disgraced by Real Madrid in the round of 16. Although only the Premier League remained, the Reds could not show their old form. At this point, Liverpool is guaranteed to finish at least 5th in the Premier League this season. The Reds still have a slim chance to beat Manchester United on the final day of the campaign when they head to Southampton on Sunday and jump to 4th place. But for that, Jürgen Klopp's side needs Manchester United to lose their remaining 2 games against Chelsea and Fulham, which is highly unlikely. And a win on the South Bank will see Liverpool miraculously secure their Champions League qualifiers. However, the Reds' realistic goal is the Europa League, which they are preparing for in 2023 to 2024. They will be in the second-tier competition with Brighton qualifying for Europe for the first time in their history. The Seagulls had a chance to put Liverpool in 5th place. However, Roberto De Zerbi's team drew 1-1 with Premier League champions Manchester City at Amex Stadium last night, meaning they are 4 points behind Klopp's troops with 1 game left. When it comes to Premier League prize money, the Reds will now be guaranteed a net £35.2 million to finish 5th in the table. Each league position is worth £2.2 million. Meanwhile, each club is given an equal share of £84 million in local and international TV rights and central business revenues, bringing Liverpool's earnings to £119.2 million. So Guardiola helped Liverpool win £119 million in a draw with Brighton. Manchester United and Liverpool will compete for the 23-year-old Serbian ace. Klopp and Erik ten Hag faced each other in several transfers last summer. However, this does not seem to end. Karim Kelleher and Adrian are behind Alisson Becker in Liverpool. There may be a serious change in the goalkeeping department this summer as well. Klopp doesn't want both players to split up, but things aren't quite like that on the players' side. Given his age and talent, Karim Kelleher aims to be a first baseman and find regular time. It is true that he is quite right about this. However, it is almost impossible to get ahead of Alisson at Liverpool. For this reason, he is after leaving the team and going to a team where he can play constantly. It's different with Adrian. The experienced goalkeeper is considering a positive response to the club's contract extension offer. But given his age and performance, it's better for him to continue as the third baseman. That's why the Reds are looking for a goalkeeper in case Kelleher leaves. Manchester and Liverpool are reportedly willing to sign Serbian goalkeeper Đorđe Petrović. The 23-year-old was pretty impressive for MLS club New England Revolution, and his performances caught the attention of 2 English clubs, according to No Go Mania. The Reds cannot hope to enter the new season as Alisson Becker's only reliable goalkeeper, and Petrović could prove to be a quality replacement for the Brazilian player. Meanwhile, Manchester United need to bring in a quality goalkeeper. Dean Henderson is expected to leave Old Trafford in search of regular playing time, and Spanish goalkeeper David de Gea was not at his best. The Dutch coach prefers goalkeepers with impressive distribution skills, and David de Gea has not been able to adapt so far. Moreover, his contract expires in the summer and he has not signed a renewal yet. Manchester United will have to dive into the transfer market for a goalkeeper, and Petrović could be a quality long-term buy for them. The 23-year-old Serbian player is likely to be tempted if big clubs like Liverpool and Manchester United want to sign him, and it's not yet clear whether he will eventually.